You know, I understand where your heart is.
No, we better give something to Fast and Furious so they don't feel bad.
Yeah, yeah.
They've been sitting around moping, sitting on their piles of money.
Yeah. Fast and Furious is over there right now. They talking about, oh my God, my feelings are so hurt.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I got a lot of emails from people. I'll move on out of movie reviews, move on to emails real quick because these emails have something to do with what we're going to talk about tonight. Let me see here. Justin Zarian.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z up in here. Justin, it's kind of a lengthy email, but I'll see if I can get through it pretty quickly. He says, you may have seen this and you may or may not talk about it, but I would be curious to hear your thoughts on the recent developments on the Academy Awards. Not only are they condensing some categories into winner montages to reduce the runtime, a similar format as the Tonys, but they have added a new category for Best Popular Film. Now, here's Justin's opinion on this, I think. I haven't read this email yet, but it looks like he's about to go on a rant. And he says, I get that it's a desperate move to attract viewers. That award shows don't really matter what films people consider good, and it is mostly an excuse for to give Black Panther an easy Oscar. Tell me I'm wrong. But to me, it just further puts a wedge between commercial and art films in a regressive way, just like when they made the animated film category. And then he says here, Lord of the Rings, Forrest Gump, Gladiator, and other films that in the past that didn't need exceptions to be commercial and critical darlings, along with the award contenders. I also feel that this is insulting to the film to films like Black Panther, since while I don't think it is a Best Picture candidate myself, it feels condescending to open a category out of fear it wouldn't be taken seriously enough to compete for the major prize. What do you guys think? I know Oscars are in no way a gold standard for quality, but I think this has larger implications than people realize. All right. Now, here's my opinion on this. And if you haven't heard, that was just a long way to say that, yes, the Oscars are shortening, and I don't mind that. I'll tell you that right now.
Sure.
It's too long right now as it is, if you ask me. I mean, I feel bad if people feel like they're getting the brush off, but I don't know. I'm willing to see how that goes. But they have started this new, they say they're going to have a new category for popular film. And it's been making the news today. I have it right here, HollywoodReporter.com. And they say that Oscars won't televise all awards live, adds popular, they put that in quotes, popular film category. So I think the first thing that popped in my head with this, well, Mark, let me ask you, how do you feel about this? What's your initial feelings?
My feelings are, except for liking for the show to be shorter, I agree with just about everything he said. Otherwise, because when people are going like, man, how come Black Panther can't win an Oscar? And I'm kind of like, hey, man, it made all the money in the world. I like that there's some other films that are more artful films that get to have a spotlight shined on them, and creating a special category just to make for a popular film. Yeah, to me it feels like a participation award or it's pandering, and it's like, okay, well, you can be included too.
Yep.
And the thing I like about, probably my favorite thing about the Oscars is that there's some more artful films or a film, like people who are dedicated to making films, not just wanting to put out a blockbuster or a movie. And it's a chance for those movies to get a showcase for the general public. Because that's what happens with these movies. You'll see something like 3 billboards that people might not see otherwise, but then, hey, it's nominated for an Oscar. So people are going to see this movie that, like, oh, wow, they got turned into something they really enjoy. And it's good to see a film like this get some extra backing behind it so we can have more of those. Yeah. Because the blockbusters and the popular films, those aren't going to stop. They're always going to be there.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell y'all something. I agree with you, Justin. They said, man, these Negroes about to go wild if we don't get this some kind of nomination. Black Panther right here. We got to do something. We don't want to come here and burn this theater down. Shit, they've been giving us enough trouble. Make them shut up. So, Black Panther, yes. Is this a way to like incorporate Black Panther, maybe other movies like that afterwards? I think so. But that is my question. The first time I heard about this today, and it was actually with another email, I think from Josh Gritman or someone. It was my first thing was to say, okay, what defines popular? You know, now I do have an idea of what you're saying when you're saying what defines popular, because I'm assuming it's meant to recognize more genre movies and more blockbusters.
Sure.
You know, to make the you know, come on, let's call it for what it is. Besides them trying to do something for Black Panther and movies that are coming out like that afterwards, this is the Academy saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm cool."
Right.
You know,
hey, kids, don't turn away.
Hey, you know, because they are losing viewership. That's what I understand, and now they realize that they are becoming outdated because of viewing habits that younger people have. You know, now people don't really watch the Oscars that much because they're not watching television. You know, they're watching stuff on their computers. They're watching stuff on their phones, you know, pads, whatever. No one's going out. Netflix. You know, they're watching movies that don't even go to the theater now.
Right.
And the Academy Award is like, they noticed that, and they're caught in a tough spot. Oh shit, we can't lose the you know, these art house snobs that we had over here. We can't lose our academic street cred. But hey kids, look, hey, wait a minute.
But just put the phone down for a second and pay attention to me.
Hey, the Oscars, they're gonna be lit this year. We cool, baby. You know, but now I believe that's by not defining, you know, what popular means, and like I said, we're sure about genre and blockbuster, but what does it mean by blockbuster? You know, because at this point, look, going down this road of trying to create another category for, you know, the genres and blockbusters, that could get awkward real quick.
Oh yeah,
because, you know, listen, so at the Academy Awards, are we going to see at the next ceremony? We're going to see Fate of the Furious, Fast and Furious, you know. We've
been getting screeners of those last two.
We're getting screeners, you know.
Vin Diesel's been pushing every year. He says this one's going to win an Oscar.
Yeah, are we going to get a T-Rex going up for an acceptance a speech? You know, is Jurassic World going to be in there, and is it going to be recognized for something higher? Because I'm going to tell you something. These movies already get recognized appropriately, I think.
Yeah.
These movies exceed in technical achievements, and they nominate them for sound. They nominate them for special effects. I mean, let us not forget how many people are still mad because they had to say Academy Award winning Suicide Squad. You know, y'all mad about Suicide Squad? Now y'all want them to actually get a higher award? You know, let's think this through, y'all. You know, come on. And this is nothing new. This is why I'm saying I'm confused why we really want to do this, other than being transparent about wanting to get younger viewership in.
Yeah.
Because this has happened before. Tonight we talked about a certain movie in association with another movie reviewed, and that was Jaws. Jaws was a blockbuster. Now, it was the first blockbuster out there, some people say.
Right.
But Jaws was nominated, man. Jaws was nominated for an Academy Award. Spielberg opened the door for blockbusters to get nominated. Raiders of the Lost Ark was nominated, man. Star Wars was nominated. Titanic. And as my man said, this is nothing new. Lord of the Rings. Yeah. You know, a whole fantasy trilogy sweeping.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this whole blockbuster thing is nothing new. But what we have short-term memory. We forget about that. What the Academy Award is thinking about, like, fuck, man, they still mad about The Dark Knight. You know, look, Shaq, he mad. He like, man, I'm gonna whoop Oscar's ass. and it was bullshit. And people are still hung up. You know, they gave Heath Ledger the award, but they said, you know, they had Dark Knight in there. They had Dark Knight on the ballot, and they're like, yeah, you know, that's all right. That's all that kid stuff. We can't put that in there. But, you know, this is the one, and everybody's still mad that this got snubbed. So that is that is heavy on their minds, even though the Academy Award afterwards has continued to show good faith. Look, man, you don't get more genre and blockbuster than goddamn a man with a fire-breathing guitar in the wasteland like you had in Fury Road.
Yeah.
You know, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're like, they recognize, man. They recognize Fury Road. A lot of people. I know Martin still. They're like, man, that was stupid. What are you doing? But a lot of critics and fans alike said, hey, man, good job.
Yeah.
Paying respects to that. You know, I don't get this category. The Academy Award is showing good faith with genre movies.
And while it wasn't necessarily a blockbuster, the winner of Best Picture last year was certainly a genre movie.
Man, we had a movie where a woman fucked a fish, man, and they gave it a Best Picture award.
Yeah.
And she like, look at that. She's like, "Whoa, shit!" You look in the wrong direction. Go look down. No, The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
The Academy Award is trying, man. You can't come in and use this excuse that we are trying to like improve diversity, not only in movies, but just because they're also doing it in race, in race relations. I mean, look at Get Out, man.
Yeah.
Get Out was a movie that was nominated for Best Picture. A horror movie that talked about black issues, man. They nominated that. This, to me, putting this other category in there, I don't know, man. I mean, even and I just learned that even if they want to, I was just thinking about this. I went back and looked because I remember last year I was talking about how I did not like the animated category because that's just sort of again a participation award for animated films because they don't want animated films to compete against live action films.
If they relegate them to their own little ghetto, then they don't have to worry about them competing, winning the big prize.
But
like you got one of these, so that's fine.
Exactly. But however, if they want to actually nominate a movie in that category and nominate it for Best Picture, they can. Up and Toy Story were nominated for Best Picture. Now, only Disney's gonna win these nominations, but they can do it. So again, I think this is going to be a very transparent thing that they're doing that is just marketing and trying to like get a younger audience in.
Right.
I don't think it's necessary.
Because it seemed like that was the move when they decided, okay, we'll have 10 nominees for Best Picture, so they could include more of these blockbuster genre or popular movies, so they have spaces to get them in there.
Yeah, and listen,
and then when it comes time, they're like, we don't want to read off all these names.
No, and listen, man, this is something where yes, The Shape of Water, it won, and a lot of people say it was beautiful, and they say that it did deserve to win. I'm still out on whether it's deserved Best Picture.
That's funny because all I hear from people is how they can't believe that won and they don't understand why that won.
To make these nerds shut up. But I really do enjoy the movie.
Sure,
I'm fine I'm very fine with the nomination. But the Academy Award, they want wins. They want wins for these kind of movies because wins for something like Get Out, that pleases a whole lot of people. Yeah. Nerds, black people, black nerds, that gets a lot of people in there. For these films, wins make headlines. Headlines is marketing. And marketing brings in the hopes that they can get a younger audience for their viewership. And it's a marketing ploy. I don't know how it's going to work out.
Because just like I said, when it comes to and the winner of most popular movie is tally up the receipts. Which one made the most money?
Yeah,
clearly that was the most popular. All right, stick it up there. No surprise.
Exactly.
I mean, at this point, it'd be the suspense is: will it be Black Panther or Infinity War?
Yeah, and and they're gonna do Black Panther because that brother's saying something, and we don't want these black people tearing up the state right now. But while you're doing something like that with black people, it is only gonna be a matter of time before something like Fate of the Furious is gonna have to be in there.
Yeah.
And look, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying but these movies right here, in my opinion, they already have their category.
Yeah,
and those are the technical achievements. I don't know if that's gonna be a good look for the Academy when they are forced to sit up there and say. Fast and Furious 25. Yeah.
Fast and the Furious number 11.
Fast and the fuck. Huh? Fast and Furious, goddamn.
Warren Beatty, you want to read this one?
Nope. I'm about to get Fast and Furious out of here. The problem with that is not that I'm talking about maybe I'm not crazy about Fast and Furious, but I'm not talking about it. I know a lot of people do. What I'm saying is Fast and Furious makes so much money that is going to be something where people say, when is the argument going to come up and say, that wasn't really fair? You just chose that because it made so much money.
Right.
And this isn't, I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't. And you know what? If you really want a positive spin on this from me, I think that this is something that is worth trying out. Maybe. I just don't think you're going to stumble hard these first few times, and it's going to be embarrassing when you put this into play. But I don't know. Sometimes these things lead to something else. So I don't know.
I guess, man. I mean, you know, I always say an award that's based on a popularity contest or just people's opinion, it doesn't really mean that much. The only award that means something is one that's based on math and numbers.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, you can quantify that. You know, I mean, yeah, I don't like the idea of giving something an award because it made the most money, but at least that's math. You can tally that up. You go like, okay, here, you can't dispute this. This is that.
Yeah.
Everything else is like, well, we all liked it. And there's other people going like, well, fuck you. I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all get exactly. What is the exact? We don't have a full definition either, you know?
No.
And that's the thing, man. You know, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, what your plans are, so it's unfair for me to say, this is bad, don't do it. That's why I'm taking a stance of, I don't know what you're doing, give it a try, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But y'all sound like y'all trying to compete with the Kids' Choice Awards at this point.
Right, thank you. Yeah, because it's them and the MTV Awards.
And the MTV Awards, they got
and the
this.
Golden Globes.
They got this.
They got this.
Y'all supposed to be assholes, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, you know, I understand where your heart is.
Now we better give something to Fast and Furious so they don't feel bad.
Yeah.
They've been sitting around moping, sitting on their piles of money.
Yeah. Fast and Furious is over there right now. They talking about, oh my God, my feelings are so hurt.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I have millions of dollars, but I don't have a gold-plated statue. What good is it?
The award for Fast and Furious is money.
Thank you.
Don't give a fuck. They can buy that Oscar if they want to. They can buy that Oscar and put that motherfucker on the street and turn tricks. They don't need no.
Those producers have enough money to set up a fake Oscar just to give it to Vin Diesel to make him shut up.
Shit, they can. You know what the Fast and Furious franchise makes so much money. They can buy a man and pay him gold and make him stand in the corner of the fucking room.
Yeah, make him just stand in Vin Diesel's office all day long.
Just find a dude named Oscar, paint his ass gold, and make him just stand there. I don't. Right now, I don't get it. But hey, we'll see what happens. I don't understand.
Y'all do what you want to do.
Yeah.
World's going to hell anyway.
Exactly.
Half of it is burning down or flooding.
Yeah.
This won't mean anything in 3 years.
What's that girl, the one that got killed and came back in Fast and Furious?
Oh, Letty.
Is that her right there?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what the fuck is happening either. Y'all just got me confused with this.
So am I still in this?
She's like, you mean I gotta act now? All right. Rodriguez, what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, I'm joking with this. I don't think she's a bad actor. She's actually a really great actor. I'm just saying, it looks like a fun movie to be on. You know, like you ain't got to do that much acting,
right?
You know,
you get a little popular, they can kill you off and then bring you back. I mean, what in the last one they killed off the side piece that Vin Diesel had while she was gone.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what? They can always bring her back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, make her a clone or something.
Right. That's the way to go next.
Yeah. Telling you, man.
Fast and the Furious Clone Wars.
I would fuck this popular category right here. If y'all make Jurassic Park meets Fast and Furious, give that best picture.
Give it to
me. Give that a legit best picture right there. Yeah, award for the most balls.